Hello, and welcome to today's relaxation session. This video will be all about you. I have various items in which I will try to not only relax you, but to fill you with the ASMR tingles. I have various items with different sounds that will hopefully make you feel ready to sleep or be ready for a test or an interview or something that has really stressed you out. Now, to the side of me, you will experience maybe the sound of wind as there is a storm going on just outside these walls. If that relaxes you, then it works. If not, please try to go past that and ignore it. But it's rather comfortable sound right now, so I think that it makes a good addition to this video. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to break it down as I go. We're going to start with a little bit of sounds from my hands. They are moisturized and well maintained, so it should give a nice, smooth, slightly rough sound. So hopefully this can relax you in some ways. You can slowly breathe in and out while we proceed with this activity. Did you have a rough day today? Hopefully you did not. But if you did, just remember that one bad day will not become a habit. There are many more days to come, and you will feel a sense of peace once something good happens. You can be having a child, you could have a promotion, you could receive a good grade on a test, you may finally be able to afford something you've been wanting for a while. There are many things that can positively affect your life. The winter season is upon us. Some might see this as a negative, but if you're near an area with a forest or some kind of a nature-related place, like a mountainside or some kind of a stream, make sure to capture the beauty of that and sit by a river and listen to the stream, or go out into the forest, a little path maybe if there's a trail, and just experience the trees being bare, getting ready for a new chapter that will come in the months ahead. And if there is falling snow, just look at it and hear the crunch beneath your feet. And if it's a sunny day, just pay attention to the sparkle from the sun reflecting off of it. Especially looking at a tree with the entire branches filled with the snow, and just accepting it for what it is and its peaceful, serene look to it that's really overcoming you with beauty. It's the simple things like this that really are beautiful and can really make a difference in how you see the world around you. So that will conclude the light talking and the hand gestures. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to light a candle, but I'm going to follow through with holding the matches over it. And it's going to create a spark, if you will, and they'll have a relaxing sound to them as I go along. So I have my two set of items here. But before I start, I'm just going to do a little bit of the playing around with the wood here, because I know a lot of people, they really enjoy this sound. I personally like it, so just follow through with average breathing in and out. So I'm just gonna get started. Just bear with me. It went out. Imagine that this little flame that's about to go out is your, you know, it's your, I don't know, the word is, it's your future or your dreams, and they will it will continue to burn if you just stick to what you believe in and you don't change for other people, and you appreciate what you have and you live like someone that's just happy with who they are, and they don't let other things affect them and ruin their ambitions or their beliefs. So let's just create a nice little effect. And something about fire that's just relaxing, as long as it's not doing some kind of harm. It's a very relaxing thing to look at. Imagine that you're burning as bright as you ever have, and then nothing will damper it. People will give you issues that will, like what I just did. It will blow your flame, but it won't put it out. It'll just continue to burn. It'll just flicker for a moment. Maybe it could upset you at that time, but then the flame will continue to burn. And to me, that's a good metaphor um, for life. That you're your flame, and when people upset you or something bad happens, it flickers a little bit, but then it gathers itself up, and it still continues to burn. That's a good analogy. And then one day, when you die, that's when your flame goes out. But you could have affected somebody positively, and they can affect somebody positively, and it can be like a chain from one good thing to another. It's like they say, um, when you do something good for somebody, even if it's a smile, that person will go and do something nice, and then they will keep passing it along. Each person will have something that affects them. It could be a different circumstance. You could hold the door for somebody, and then they'll go out, and then they'll pick up somebody's fallen wallet, and then that person will do something nice in return to another person, and it'll spread, and that's how it should be. So just breathe in and breathe out. You can follow this flame. Let it guide you. Just feel as relaxed as you can, and just let all of your issues melt away. Imagine you are the flame, that on occasion suffers some flickering but continues to burn bright, and your impact among your peers will be a good positive one. And that everything that you do will continue to mold who you are as a person, including the mistakes, like something that's bad that you probably shouldn't have done, but you did and you regret. As long as you can look back at that and realize that there's something wrong and you want to change it and make better of the situation, or in the future where you want to, avoid that issue, and just live life the way that it should be, where there's no issues, where you're at peace with yourself. And if somebody does something poor to you, just kind of, brush it off and ignore any kind of feelings that might upset you. It's tough at times, but if you really, focus on not letting it upset you, you can bounce back quicker, and it's still a learning experience. So now you know how to react to something that did not affect you in your favor. You just know that your next experience will sometimes can cause issues, but you know what to handle, and what you shouldn't think of, and what you should think of to get over that. It could be, you go through a breakup and you think about all the things that you could have done, or the things that you did that might have caused a problem, and you can see it in a way that it wasn't meant to be, that something good will happen in the future, that the fact that you broke up with this person gave you a chance to meet this other person that will change your life. Um, the wind continues to blow, but think of it like that, where one thing can lead to another, where one door closes, another one will open, and you'll have a whole different scenario. Or you can have something similar, but you'll know how to handle it. So it's different overall. You're not experiencing the same problem. And if you do experience something similar, you know how to handle it because you experienced it from before. So we're going to move on to the next one. We have an empty glass, and there are different things that we can do that can help relax you. So if you'd like, you can close your eyes, and I will have its texture, the sound of the texture, relax you. And I can also give it a little bit of a tap, have a glass ting if you'd like. So you can breathe naturally and close your eyes and rest, and just take in the sound that this object will bring to you, and just let it help you drift and clear your mind of any kind of issues or ill thoughts that you have at the present moment. Just let it overwhelm you with relaxation. Breathe in and breathe out. Now let's move on to the next item. I have a mug, not a mug, a pot, and it'll have kind of this grainy sound to it. And imagine, well, you can actually try it too. Find a pot like this and get some potting soil and find seeds to a house plant or something that can grow during the winter if you keep it in a nice, secure, warm location and water it. And just as it grows, just look at it as yourself too, growing through each day. You know, may not be involved in the elements, but when you get it outside, when it's finally big enough, it will go through the elements and it will survive like people do when there's issues with, whatever it is. Just think of it like that. And the time inside during the winter, which most people probably are, will be its reflecting period where it starts off at a seed and starts to sprout. And that's when you can think of it as your own personal life and your views. They're sprouting and getting ready, and then when the time comes, it'll grow. And then you'll put it outside to experience the elements, and the elements will be, like rain and all that, and those can be like the things that will affect you, that can put a bump in the road for you, and you'll know that it's still standing strong and it's growing and just like you, and it can handle everything, including this wind. Just breathe. Let it carry you away to that place that you wish to be. Now, I have these two items I got a brush and an ear cleaner or an ear pick. And I'm just going to brush to make the sound of relaxation. And I will lightly brush the camera. And you can think of this as me reaching out to you and just easing you and making you feel new or better, a better version of yourself. So, and I think I'm gonna gently brush that as well. So, I really enjoy the I See Fire song from the Desolation of Smaug movie. I just like the words and the tone to it. Also, the latest Hobbit movie, The Last Goodbye, I like that one as well. It has a nice sound to it with a kind of a meaning that you can take for anything, not just for the movie. And it's a really relaxing and peaceful song, and it makes you think a little bit about life in general. I like to sing them too. Oh, misty eye of the mountain below, keep careful watch of my brother's soul, and should the sky be filled with fire and smoke, as the snowflakes cover my fallen brother, I will say his last goodbye. Oh, misty eye of the mountain below, keep careful watch of my brother's soul, and should the sky be filled with fire and smoke, sound of the wind carry you away to relaxation and sleep. Just breathe gently and allow everything to fall into place, and know that you can make the change that you want. Be that person that starts the fire, that grows the plant, and let everything good happen to you. And if by some chance something bad does happen, just brush it off or shake it off and just accept life for what it is, that nothing comes easy, and all these bad things that happen, along with the good, can help shape and mold who we are as a person, and just allows us to grow and make our impact on the world. So with that, I say goodbye to you and wish you the best in your endeavors, and I look forward to seeing you again and treating you and speaking with you and having a little motivation and just making life better. So enjoy your time and experience nature and life for what it is.